But you've been asking for this one. Let's cut to the chase, guys. I've been trading and backtesting strategies for a long time now, been forward testing and everything in between, and it's about time that I did some live trading here on YouTube. I'm going to be revealing the $1 million plan that I've put together, everything that I'm going to be trading. You're going to be seeing my wins, my losses, no fluff in between. Nothing's going to be fake, everything's going to be live. So trust me, it's going to be a bumpy road. I'm really excited and looking forward to this one. Here's the plan, we've got three. Here's the plan, we've got 4 accounts. We're going to be filling them with 10k each. We're going to be trading BTC, Ethereum, and anything in between. If that sounds good to you, strap yourselves in, let's go. Hey traders, I hope you're going extremely well. My name is David and welcome back to my channel where we're going through profitable trading strategies. Well, it's been quite a long time that I've been trying to avoid this, coming on YouTube and doing live trading in front of everybody. As a trader, it's already quite nerve-wracking, very hard to not get into FOMO and things like that. But having quite a few people on YouTube watching us at the same time is quite nerve-wracking, as I'm sure you can imagine. But I've put together a $1 million plan. Gonna go through it today. Not sure it's gonna be mega interesting to you, but we're going to go through it anyway. And then on Monday, I'm going to start setting up each and every one of the bots that I have chosen to trade. I hope you'll follow along. You'll be able to see the indicators behind each and every strategy. You'll be able to see the settings. You'll be able to see absolutely everything transparently. And if you go over to my website, you'll even be able to see the trades that I'm taking. Everything's going to be systematic, as you can imagine with me. Don't want to sit in front of a computer all day trading. I'm going to be doing everything using bots and using fully back-tested and forward-tested trading strategies. Right, let's get over to the computer and have a look at this $1 million plan. Right, okay, here we are on the $1 million plan. It's going to be very, very quick. I'm going to go through the rules and what I'm actually putting in as rules for myself as the trading plan. Please don't try to follow along on the trades. Go find your bots yourselves on the website. They're all over the place. There's plenty of strategies out there. But anyway, I'm going to be setting up 4 accounts. The reason being is it allows me not only to trade BTC and Ethereum on multiple accounts with different strategies and different time frames, it means that I'm also limiting my risk on each and every one of those accounts. I'm going to be diversifying as much as possible, meaning I'm going to be using different strategies, but different time frames, and also going to be looking into crypto that are not correlated so much with Bitcoin and Ethereum, like games, AI, and things like that. I'm not going to be using multiple take profit in myself. It's something that I don't like because of things like slippage and extra fees that you pay for multiple take profit. And when we're in and out of the market as quick as possible using systematic approaches, we don't want to be paying too much fees because that is reducing our edge every time. Like I said earlier, I'm going to be using Ethereum and BTC as the big daddies in each and every one of the portfolios, and I'll be able to trade other coins around those, hopefully having around 4 to 5 strategies in each account. I will only be trading the most liquid pairs in each category so that we don't suffer from too much from slippage and things like that. I will also have one high risk account where I'll be allowed to gamble a little bit on some strategies that I would have used before. Some of the strategies on our website, certainly that popped up recently, seem to be making humongous returns on current market conditions, but also have high drawdown in other market conditions. So my idea behind this one is to try and identify market conditions a little bit better and also only activate these strategies where necessary. But obviously that is a much more high risk, and that's why I'm limiting it to one account. As always, the strategies have been optimized by my wonderful community, and all of our strategies are based on the NNFX models that I've put together over the past 3 years. There's a couple of rules that I put into place as well. I'm only going to be using DaviddTech strategies for the moment. Hopefully I'll find some outside of that as well, things like grid bots and things like that. Like I said earlier, liquidity is important. I will have a max stop loss of 5% on any strategy. Now this means that the stop loss will be set to an ATR, but if the ATR goes a little bit haywire and we do have a big stop loss, the maximum stop loss will always be set to 5. course, that means that I also have a minimum take profit. Minimum take profit will of course cover fees, will give us enough profit to cover fees and also give us profit to put into our bags. Liquidation line is something very, very important. We don't want to get liquidated before we hit a stop loss. It's something that a lot of systematic trading strategies don't take into account, especially when they're using leverage. So we will make sure that that is activated before. I'll be using the DaviddTech signal bot, which I'm going to optimize as I go along to get the absolute best strategy settings. Currently it is coded in Go to go as fast as it possibly can to get razor sharp entries, but I will continue to optimize with you guys from the community to try and make them even better. Position sizing will decrease as the actual challenge goes along. I will be compounding my actual profit and also using that, so hopefully we'll get quicker to our target of $1 million. Max leverage will be 10x. I don't want to over risk myself, especially as you guys are watching on YouTube here. High leverage is obviously very, very risky, and I certainly don't want to be liquidated here on YouTube whilst everybody's watching me. So I'm going to be using a lot less leverage than I would have done when I'm actually trading myself. Right, let's continue. Requirements for incubation. Incubation means putting into a trading journal or paper trading or something like that. Here at DaviddTech, me and the community, we're backtesting or live trading 500 trading strategies in a trading journal. So I certainly won't be short for strategies. My first rule is that incubation must be more than 3 months, meaning that they are being backtested all the way back as far as possible, but being live trading for more than 3 months. There will be a minimum of 30 trades in that incubation period for live trading. The max drawdown mustn't have been surpassed, and I will also check for trade accuracy. Things like win rate on live trading should be the same or close to the win rate of a backtested strategy. Profit factor, trade frequency, and things like that have to be coherent with what's gone on in the back testing. So when we've finally found the strategies, I'm going to start diversifying my portfolio, and how I'm going to do that is diversifying strategies, meaning that I won't be using the same strategies. I don't want to take the same entries all over the place because that will just increase my risk. I'm going to be using different strategies which are not too correlated, hopefully not correlated at all. I'm going to be using different time frames. I'm also going to be using assets that are not correlated. Things in crypto are pretty correlated, so we have to be a bit careful. I'm going to be trading DeFi, AI, and gaming tokens just so that we don't end up with too much risk in Bitcoin and only Ethereum. Now, this is a question that comes up quite often. When will I realize when it's time to stop bots? One thing for first is that I will let you all know inside of Telegram and on X when I'm going to stop a bot. I'll discuss with you the reasons, but from my experience, the most important reason is unexpected drawdown. Maybe your max drawdown is 15% and the strategy's gone below that. That would be a point where I start thinking of stopping or halting a trading strategy before things get out of hand. Unexpected profitability, things like the return each month from a trading strategy are important. If you're putting risk in, you expect returns, so you do have to be sure that you're getting enough returns and you're not just over risking on a strategy. Trade frequency is also very important, making sure that you get a coherent number of trades, a good number of trades each month from the strategy. If there should be 10 trades per week, make sure that you are around that ballpark just to make sure that the trading strategy isn't sort of like withering out and giving up. I will of course be real-time monitoring all of the statistics that are important to us, all the stats. We have our current drawdown to make sure that we're not peaking below that max drawdown that we put ourselves as a threshold. We're going to make sure that our P&L is looking good. We're going to be looking, like I said earlier, the trade accuracy, win rates, and things like that. I'm going to keep an eye on things like slippage. I'm going to build a dashboard with slippage on it, so you'll know what coins have the most slippage and things like that. It's very important, as these things are taking all a little bit of way of our edge from the market, and it is extremely important to preserve that edge. Another thing that I'll also be keeping an eye on and increasing server power if needed is the latency. As I said earlier, I've used the best programming languages, well, some of the fastest programming languages with some of the best programmers to build a hook between TradingView and our exchange. Milliseconds count in algo trading, so I'm trying to shave off as many milliseconds as possible for getting those entries. As I said earlier, I will always let anybody know that I'm pausing a bot. You can follow along with these strategies all on my website. It's very, very simple. There you have the equity curve of every single strategy that I'm actually trading. And like I said, there's a library of 500 strategies on the DaviddTech website. If I do decide to pause or hold a trading strategy, I will go over to Discord and maybe even do an X space where I'm going to be going through the reasons that I paused the bot and reviewing what went wrong on that strategy. If I decide to pause a strategy and not to halt it or remove it from my portfolio, I will continue to backtest it. I will not overfit it. I certainly will not try to fix something that's broken. If it's not working, like I said, there's plenty of strategies out there. So I'm certainly not going to spend hours and hours trying to overfit something that doesn't work. If I manage to find what went wrong, I will put it back into the trading journal, wait another 3 months, and then maybe trade that strategy afterwards. You'll be able to find all the logs and the reports on my website, DaviddTech.com. I'm going to be putting a page on there called Journal where you'll be able to see all of the live trades that I'm taking, when I'm taking them. You'll be able to get access to all of that information. Please don't follow along with that. Like I said earlier, you've got access to all of the DaviddTech strategies on TradingView. You can do this yourself with all of the settings that we've managed to find together. I'm doing it for me, so please don't try and follow the signals. And the last couple of things that we're going to go through, guys, is we're going to do a couple of periodic reviews. I'm going to be doing this on YouTube every week, going through all these things. I'm going to try and learn from other people. I'll do some reviews of other people's content on YouTube to try and learn from the best. I'm going to make this as good as possible, as transparent as possible. If it fails, it is what it is, but it's a learning process, and every trade will be a learning process for me. Hopefully you guys will be able to take something from it as well. I have one last thing to say, and that is, please don't take this wrong. These are not signals. I'm not trying to tell you what to trade in the slightest. I'm a systematic trader myself. Most of the time I don't even know when my trade is about to ping off. I'm trading for myself, but I hope you enjoy the journey watching me go along. Like I said, you can get the DaviddTech strategies and all of the backtesting results and all of the bots off of the DaviddTech website and do it for yourself. There is also a couple of other things that I'd like to go through very quickly before ending this video. I may have advantages that you don't have, or you might have advantages that I don't have. I have a VIP account that has slightly lesser fees. My fees are 0.04% on Bybit. I also have a Python script that I've shared which pings up every time I have a trade that opens, so I do kind of know when trades are going on and off. Actually I do, but yeah, you know what I mean. If you try to copy these trades off of the website or wherever, off of Telegram, you'll probably be too late. It's already hard enough to make money with things like slippage and things like that, so trying to copy a trade directly from Telegram will make you even later than most people, so please don't try to copy these trades. This challenge represents a very small amount of my portfolio, which means that I'm not worried about losing it, so please don't get liquidated, don't follow me. I'm just a knob on the internet trying to figure my way through this wonderful world of trading. Step by step, we're getting there, guys. I've enjoyed every step of the journey so far. I'm really looking forward to doing this with you guys, although I am bricking it a bit, to be honest with you. Doing this live on YouTube is a bit of a challenge. I believe that it's important to do things transparently. When we do things outside of the box, we learn things about ourselves and hopefully bring the best out of ourselves. So hope you'll join me. I'm going to be adding some of the strategies live here on YouTube. I will go through the indicators. As I said, I will go through all of the strategies that I've built. I'll be building my first account hopefully on BTC USDT and Ethereum first of all, and then I'll spend the next couple of weeks building up those 4 portfolios on YouTube until we can get to something that we can actually review together and hopefully make some changes and hopefully bring in the wins. Okay guys, take care, keep safe, trade like a boss. Goodbye.
Come on David, and once again he's gone to code a new strategy. He'll be back in just 5 minutes. RSI and MACD.